My name is Sean Farrell, and welcome to the July 2023 edition of This Month at the Library. As usual, I'll cover this month's events here at the Avalon Free Public Library and the Avalon History Center, along with other area news and programs. And at the end, we'll take a look at some of the new books and movies available at the library this month, so make sure to stick around for that. But first, at the library. This summer, the library will be hosting a donation drive for various local charities. During the month of July, we will be accepting unopened, unexpired, non-perishable food items for the Holy Redeemer Food Pantry. Donations can be dropped off in the bin in the library porch. You can also come by the library on July 26th between 2 and 3 p.m. to learn more about how this organization is serving our area and how you can volunteer. Both the library and the Avalon History Center will be closed on Tuesday, July 4th in recognition of Independence Day. The Avalon Historical Society's 12th annual clamshell pitch will take place on Saturday, July 1st. Try your hand at this fun, horseshoes-like sport, historically played on Avalon's beaches. No experience necessary. Tournaments will be held for singles and doubles. Register and practice beginning at 8:30 a.m. at 30th Street Beach, with tournaments beginning at 9 a.m. Author Jane Kelly will be at Surfside Park at 7 p.m. on July 3rd to talk about her newest book, Strangers in the Avalon Dunes, which follows her character Meg Daniels as she house sits here in Avalon. While she is in town, Meg tries to solve the mystery of a family member's grandfather who disappeared 40 years ago. On Thursday, July 6th from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Go Fish Mini Golf on Dune Drive, enjoy a round of golf with friends or family to help support the Avalon Historical Society. A portion of the night's proceeds will go to the organization. The 90s are back in this summer's Retro Crafts for Teens series. The first will be tie-dye on July 7th at 11 a.m. Hosted by Cowdog Tie-Dye, come make a shirt to take home. These events are recommended for ages 12 to 16. The Fabulous Grease Band is bringing back the Bongo Room on Sunday, July 9th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Surfside Park. Bring a blanket, chair, or towel to sit on, along with your dancing shoes and your memories to this special event. Come early to share a Bongo Room memory or other story at the History Center's mobile oral history booth. This summer's first History Center Kids Mini Camp will be held on Monday, July 10th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Our young patrons are invited for a morning at the History Center with special guests from the Avalon Police Department and fun activities. This will be followed by another mini camp on the 24th featuring members of the Avalon Rescue Squad. These events are suggested for ages 8 through 12, and any attendees under 8 must be accompanied by an adult caregiver. July's Art House Film Night selection is Cairo Conspiracy. Adam, the son of a fisherman, is offered the privilege to study at the Al-Azhar University in Cairo, the center of power of Sunni Islam. Adam becomes a pawn in the conflict between Egypt's religious and political elites. This film is not rated, but contains mild violence, bloody images, sexual references, and language. The movie will begin at 5 p.m. sharp on July 10th. Beachside Science at Surfside Park returns on Wednesday, July 12th at 6 p.m., presented in collaboration with the Avalon Environmental Commission. During this presentation, Aaron Rawls, Outreach Coordinator for the Wetlands Institute in Stone Harbor, will introduce participants to several different species of turtle that can be found locally, including the northern diamondback terrapin, the only reptile found in a salt marsh and the turtle you're most likely to see crossing the road in Avalon. Paleontologist Dr. Dana Arrett of the New Jersey State Museum will discuss his research and fieldwork into the origins and evolution of the great white shark in a special History Center lecture on Friday, July 14th at 11 a.m. in the 39th Street Tennis Building. Kids and teens curious about fossil research, fieldwork, and the study of marine biology may also find this lecture of interest. I'll once again be presenting my popular streaming TV tech workshop on the 14th at 3 p.m. in the library. Attendees will learn about several of the various streaming services available right now, including some that can take the place of cable TV, and discuss the different equipment you can buy to access them. Neil Berg's 100 Years of Broadway returns to the Avalon Library on Saturday, July 15th at 7 p.m. This is an electrifying musical review that celebrates the greatest moments from a century of Broadway history, featuring a cast of Broadway veterans with powerful vocals and stunning choreography for an unforgettable theatrical experience. Climate change is on everyone's mind these days, and the impacts in South Jersey, especially at the shore, are critical. Come hear what Press of Atlantic City meteorologist Joe Martucci has to tell us about it. Local to New Jersey, Joe has worked his entire career in the Garden State and even earned his Bachelor of Science degree in meteorology from Rutgers University. He is also a 10-times New Jersey Press Association award winner and has been featured in The New Yorker, Deadliest Catch, and Rutgers University publications. Presented in association with the Avalon Environmental Commission, this event begins at 7 p.m. on July 19th. The Avalon Free Public Library is proud to sponsor the borough's July 20th and July 27th Thursday at Surfside concerts, featuring Journey tribute band Frontiers and Fleetwood Mac tribute band Gypsy, respectively. So bring a blanket or chair to sit on and enjoy the shows, both beginning at 7 p.m. Please join us at the History Center for a special open house on Friday, July 21st from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. to see our updated and expanded Avalon Business History exhibits. Meet new friends and enjoy some locally made light refreshments. Attendees will also have a chance to learn about the History Center's various initiatives and participate in ongoing video and oral history programs. The Bay Atlantic Symphony will be at Surfside Park once again on Sunday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. What could be better for July than Vivaldi's most colorful, tuneful, and extravagant work, the iconic Four Seasons, on a summer night at the beach along with Mozart's equally iconic Serenade for the Evening, Eine kleine Nachtmusik. Both scores team with incredibly beautiful sculpted melody, gorgeous harmonies, driving rhythms, and flashy string playing. Remember that the seating area is grass, so make sure to bring a blanket, towel, or chair to sit on. The library is thrilled to announce that New York Times best-selling author Ann Napolitano will be joining us at Surfside Park on Monday, July 24th at 7 p.m. She is the author of the novels Dear Edward and Hello Beautiful, the 100th selection for Oprah's Book Club. She received an MFA from New York University and has taught fiction writing for Brooklyn College's MFA program, New York University's School of Continuing and Professional Studies, and for the Gotham Writers Workshop. Make sure to bring a chair or blanket to sit on. In partnership with the Avalon Environmental Commission, we will be presenting speaker Mike McGrath at Surfside Park on July 31st at 7 p.m. Mike McGrath is the garden guru, public radio host, and former organic gardening editor-in-chief who tackles your toughest garden, lawn, and pest problems every week. The popular radio show, You Bet Your Garden, is an hour of chemical-free horticultural hijinks. This weekly, national syndicated broadcast is hosted by Mike McGrath and produced in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Note that any events scheduled to take place at Surfside Park will be moved indoors to the neighboring community hall in the event of inclement weather. And these aren't even all of the events we have scheduled for July. Find out about our full schedule featuring art workshops, book clubs, storytime, yoga, SAT prep, an escape room, and several kids events at www.avalonfreelibrary.org/events. Avalon has several great events planned in celebration of Independence Day. The Avalon Patriotic Boat Parade will begin at 6:30 p.m. on July 3rd, beginning at the Avalon Yacht Club. Go to avalonrecreation.org for more information. The Bay Atlantic Symphony will be back for their annual patriotic concert on July 4th at 7 p.m. in Avalon Community Hall. The concert will be followed by a huge fireworks display launched from the 30th Street Beach at dusk. A soundtrack of patriotic music to accompany the fireworks will be broadcast on WCTZ 98.7 The Coast. In addition to the two prior concerts held in conjunction with the library, there will also be two more Thursdays at Surfside performances. The B Street Band will play on the 6th, and 80s Revolution will play on the 13th. Both shows will begin at 7 p.m. Attendees should bring their own seating. Beer and wine will be available for sale, sponsored by the Avalon Chamber of Commerce. The Tuesday Night Movies on the Beach program will resume on July 11th with Jurassic World Dominion, followed by Puss in Boots: The Last Wish on the 18th, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on the 25th. All movies begin at 8:45 p.m. and will be moved to Wednesday night in the event of inclement weather. You can get more information about these programs and more at avalonrecreation.org. Some of the books arriving at the library in July include Patrick DeWitt's The Librarianist follows retired librarian Bob Comet, who is beginning to learn that his own life has been a compelling story of its own. Flags on the Bayou by James Lee Burke tells the stories of several diverse characters in Louisiana and around the South during the Civil War. Acclaimed author Colson Whitehead returns with Crook Manifesto, a follow-up to his bestseller Harlem Shuffle that sees Ray Carney making his way through the turbulent 1970s. In Silver Nitrate, the latest by Silvia Moreno Garcia, sound editor Montserrat is struggled to break into the film industry in 1990s Mexico and gets embroiled in a scheme to try to finish a supposedly cursed movie. Laura Lipman's latest is Prom Mom, which tells the story of Amber Glass, desperately trying to get away from her tabloid past, but compulsively drawn back to the city of her youth and the prom date who destroyed everything she was reaching for. Some of the great movies that will be available to borrow in the month of July include Scream 6 sees the survivors of the last round of Ghostface killings living in New York City to get away from their pasts, only to see new attacks begin to follow them. Adapted from the beloved Judy Blume novel, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret follows the 11-year-old title character as she deals with growing up after having moved to a new town in New Jersey. Joaquin Phoenix stars in acclaimed director Ari Aster's Beau is Afraid, which sees him playing a paranoid man who embarks on an epic odyssey to get home to his mother. Season 1 of the hit HBO drama The Last of Us follows a pair of survivors on a cross-country journey after civilization has been destroyed by a terrifying virus. In Corsage, Vicky Krieps plays Empress Elizabeth of Austria, who in 1877 is celebrating her 40th birthday while trying to maintain her public image. That's it for this month. Have a safe and happy July, and I'll see you in the library.